Hi Algebra, we are going to take a look at a review of adding and subtracting polynomials. So let's take a look at number 7 and 8, okay, up at the top of your page here. So number 7 is subtracting polynomials. So what we're going to have to do is take this negative and distribute it into these three terms. Because remember, subtracting means we have to subtract all the terms. We have to distribute the negative. Okay, so it's got one more step than adding. You write the first polynomial down just as is, so we can eliminate those parentheses, but we have to make sure that we say we subtract the 3c squared. How do you subtract a negative? A negative times a negative, we're going to write plus 4c. And then a minus times a positive, or we're going to say subtract 1. Okay? After you distribute the negative, the parentheses are not needed. And now it's time to combine like terms. So I'm going to write this in standard form. The highest power I see are squared, so we're going to put these two together. 2c squared minus 3c squared, and that's going to make negative 1c squared. You don't really need to write the 1, but you can. After the squared powers come the linear terms. So now we're looking for just plain c's. I see one right here, and that's all I see. So if there's nobody to add to him, you just write him down as is. And then finally, we're going to find the constants. So let's see, we have a negative 8, and we have negative 1. We're going to add those together, and that's going to make negative 9. Okay, for people that are trying to push this into their calculator, let's just review how you would do that. You have negative 8, and then you are going to subtract a 1. That's all you have to push there. And that makes negative 9. Okay? And so that's our answer right there. So subtracting polynomials, the first thing you have to do is distribute the negative. The second thing you do, okay, is you drop the parentheses. The parentheses are not needed once you say you've distributed the negative, okay? And then finally, we combine like terms. Okay, let's review adding polynomials. Adding polynomials is what we studied first, and this is actually even easier, okay? When you're adding, you don't have to distribute anything. So you can just ignore the parentheses. They're just telling me polynomial 1 is getting added to polynomial 2. Okay, but all I have to worry about is making sure I add the like terms. The highest power I see is a cubic, and I'm going to look for other cubics to add him to. I've got 4x cubed, and this is 1x cubed, so they're going to combine to make 5x cubed. Okay, after the cubed powers come the squared powers. I see 2x squared here, and I'm looking for more x squareds to combine him with. We have 2 minus 3, and that makes negative 1x squared. And finally, we have our constants. Oh, I'm sorry, the linear terms. We have plus x, and there's no other terms to add him to. So we're just going to go ahead and write him by himself. And then at the end comes the constant minus 4. Okay? And that's going to be our final answer. So how do you add polynomials? Okay? Step 1 is you ignore the parentheses. Okay? And you add like terms. Okay? And both of the answers always have to get written. Either way you do this, okay? Don't forget, answers are written in standard form. answers are written in standard form, okay? That means the highest power down to the lowest power. Okay, I want you to try this problem right here. Challenge problem number 1. Do your work right here in your paper, okay? So we have polynomial 1 plus polynomial 2 plus polynomial 3. And the idea here is you're just going to be adding all 3 of them together. You have to find the like terms. Okay, and then tell me what you get.